Hi, and welcome to our general access video for Skyward. In this short video, we're going to go through the steps of getting onto the Skyward system. It's really very simple. All you need is a browser and you're ready to roll. So we're going to go through the steps of getting onto the system. Then I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the live system and we'll go through the steps there. Once we're done, we'll just talk about a few little notes and then the video is over. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So you can go ahead and get onto the system one of a couple of ways. You can go to the launch pad and look for the Skyward icon. Don't confuse that with the SkyTrain icon. That's the icon for the training site. But the Skyward icon, you can click on that. That'll take you to the splash page. Optionally, you can open up your browser. You can open up Chrome or IE, any HTML5 compliant browser, and then type in skyward.neisd.net. And that will also take you to the splash page. A couple of things about the splash page that are very important. We will put the latest information about the system on the splash page. This is our place where we can notify you about things that are important to you about the system before you actually log into the system. So it's very important that you do go to the splash page before logging in. I know there's a temptation to bookmark the login screen and you'll bypass the splash page, but then you won't be alerted to any special information that we feel you need to know. So do not bypass. Once we're at the login screen, all you do is type in your Active Directory user ID and password, and then click on login, and you'll be into the system. Once we go into the system, we'll actually go straight to the dashboard. That's our main starting location on the system. It also is the location that we will use for all these videos as our starting point. And on the dashboard, you can do some really fancy things, adding tiles and charts, favorites, etc. But that will be covered in other videos. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of icons that are very important. The hamburger icon, that's the icon you use to bring up your main menu. Also your favorites icon, and also the return to dashboard icon. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So here I am on my browser. I'm using Chrome. I'm going to click up here. And I'm going to type in skyward.neisd.net and press enter. And here I am on the splash page. Notice the splash page has some handy videos up on top. It has some additional information down below it. This is where we're going to go ahead and tell you all the things you need to know about the system. If you'll notice, there's also a little resource box that gives you the link to SkyTrain, our training site for Skyward. And then down at the very bottom, there's a blue button with a link to actually launch the Skyward system. So we'll click on that link. And here we are at the login page. Right here's where you'll type in your user ID and password. Now my user ID is a little different than yours, in that it's my full name. But you just type in your Active Directory user ID and password, then click on sign in. Below that, notice that you do have an option like if you forgot your password or whatever. Because you are using an Active Directory login, that option does not work. Use your Active Directory sign in. Go ahead and click on the sign in button. And we're at the dashboard. So this is the dashboard area. Notice that it's completely blank. I don't have any tiles or anything on here yet. These are the important icons that I was talking about earlier. This first one, this green one, is the hamburger. When you click on this icon, you get your main menu. Next to it, the star is our favorites. You click on that and you'll get your list of favorites. That's how you can jump around in the system without having to go through all the different menu options. You can go straight to the screen of your choice. And we'll cover how you do favorites in a later video. This icon right here is the home icon. If I clicked on this icon, it takes me right back to the dashboard. Like I said, we're going to use the dashboard as our launching point for all these different videos, so it's really handy to go ahead and use that icon. Well, that's it. That's all there is to it for this video. I'm going to go right over here and I'm going to click on sign out. And I'm back to my login screen. I've signed out of the system. And we're done. So thank you very much for your time, and there's plenty of other videos to watch. go ahead and view some more. Thank you very much for your time.